They're doing it, and we're getting some progress on the stimulus package. I have all the details for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you're new here, or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I'm here for you every single day, right by your side, giving you all the latest updates as information is changing very rapidly right now, especially as we look at all of these different packages, proposals, amendments, announcements, reform to different programs, and so many things that are continuously being worked on as well as changing every single day. But I'm right here with all those latest updates so that you can take advantage of any of these programs or benefits, money, anything else that may come up right now as things are changing so incredibly fast and a lot of people are struggling right now. I want to make sure that you know everything that comes out because it's all going to impact us in some way, shape, or form. So don't worry, I'm right here by your side every single day as your one and only daily advocate. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe right down below, and let's get into this right now. All right, one quick side note. Wow, if you're over on the East Coast, I hope you are staying safe, and I hope your weekend is going well so far. I've been looking at the weather over there. Unbelievable. Looks like you're getting a ton of snow, and it looks like it's like almost a hurricane-type situation and weather in some areas. So stay safe over there. Wow, it seems like pretty intense. So again, if you're on the East Coast, looks like you've got a lot going on over there. Just stay safe out there, but also looks like it kind of could be a little bit fun if you were, little kid, wanted to go out and play in the snow and stuff like that. I remember those days. Looks like a lot of fun, right? Sit there and watch out the window and look at everything. It's like, wow, I can't wait to get out there and play in that. But anyway, either way, stay safe out there. And just remember, we're always thinking of you and always hoping that everybody is just doing well in every way possible. So let's quickly get into talking about the stimulus package and some new details that we now know about the structure of the revised stimulus package. Again, why am I calling it the revised stimulus package? Simply because we don't have a new name for it quite yet. So that's what I've been calling it here for the last few days now, simply because the Build Back Better agenda is pretty much done and they're probably going to be dropping that name. So we don't have a new name for it quite yet, but I'm calling it the revised stimulus package until we get an official name. So here's what we do know about this revised version now. They just started working on this a few days ago, and it looks like they're already starting to make a little bit of progress on this thing. Now remember, it's probably going to take a lot more shape here over the coming days and weeks. There's going to be a lot more added to it, probably going to be some negotiations going back and forth as far as what's going to be added, what's going to be subtracted, what can be in the bill, what can't be in the bill, all kinds of different things. But here's what we do know about it as of right now, and after that, in just a minute here, I want to tell you some new remarks out of Nancy Pelosi and what she said that is a little bit contradicting what some other people in lawmakers have said. So, yeah, there's always the back and forth, right? So here's what we do know. It will be another reconciliation bill. So remember, this is the same structure as the Build Back Better. In other words, they only need the 50+1 votes in the Senate. In other words, all of the Democrats in Senate must vote for it, and then we get the tie-breaking vote from the vice president. So we weren't sure how they were going to structure this, whether it was going to be bipartisan, whether it was going to be standalone bills, whether it was going to be executive order, whether it was going to be reconciliation, all of these details, but it looks like it will once again be another reconciliation bill. In other words, it's all Democrats. They're all doing it, and they're going to do it on their own this time. Well, just like last time, but yet they didn't get anything done last time, so maybe they'll get it done this time. All right, but also what we know is it looks like the price tag is going to be maybe a little over $1 trillion, according to what it's looking like as of right now. Next, we also know that Ron Wyden, he is one of the senators. Ron Wyden looks to be like the main guy behind this new package. It looks like, according to the reports and everything that I'm finding, it looks like Ron Wyden is probably the main man behind the bill right now. Looks like he's the one doing the main structuring of this bill. As of right now anyway. But again, of course, a lot of that could change, but it looks like he's kind of like the main guy right now behind the drafting of this whole package. We also do know that they're working on a few provisions right now. And again, before I tell you the list of what's going to be in the bill as of right now, and again, this could all be contested. There could be a lot of changes to this. This is just what they have as of right now, but a lot of things could be changing about this. So just because I'm going to name these three, if it doesn't name everything that we want quite yet, just remember, there's going to be a lot of changes here coming over the few days and couple couple weeks here. Number one, they're going to continue to leave all of that climate funding in there. Remember, the first original bill had about $550 billion of climate in there. So they want to leave that $550 billion in there, $500 billion in the package. So the vast bulk of this bill will be climate. So yeah, right? So anyway, that will remain in there according to what I'm currently seeing as of right now. Next, they also want to reinstate the child tax credit payments. These are the monthly checks going out to about 36 to 38 million families and individuals who have kids under the age 18. So that wants to be reinstated once again. However, one of the main changes to that could be anybody with an income under $75,000. As of right now, the income thresholds are $75,000 as an individual or $150,000 as a married couple. Well, they're actually saying now, no, we want to take everybody down to under 75, and that could be changing once again. Now, I do know that the vast majority of you in this community are lower income or maybe living on a fixed income. If you're not, you're still welcome to be here in the community. I'm just saying, I just know that the vast majority of the people here in the community fall into that category. So you probably would be totally fine about that, but again, they want to lower these income thresholds by quite a bit. They also may be instating a work requirement. In other words, again, this is just what they're saying, not for sure yet, but they might be instating this work requirement. In other words, it sounds like you might need to be working in order to be eligible for the child tax credit payments. But again, that one's still up in the air right now. As you can probably tell, there's a lot of controversy about that one. There's a lot of back and forth. Some people are saying, no way, we can't require people to work. There's people that are struggling right now in order to get this. And some people are saying, well, if you want to get the payments, you got to be working. So again, I know that's a very controversial item right there. Again, these are their words, not mine. So I'm just relaying to you what I'm finding with my research. Also, in this bill, it looks like they want to reinstate a few other things in there. They have the child tax credit, they have the climate money in there, and they also want to add into it the free community college. Now again, this is kind of an interesting one because if they're going to pass such a consequential bill like this, I mean, seriously, would free tuition to a community college really be at the top of the list? Apparently it is, because this is something that they're talking about adding in there. Don't get me wrong, education is very important, but I feel like if you guys are going to do a reconciliation bill, let's put some stuff in there that's a little bit more hot button issues that probably wouldn't get bipartisan support. But again, maybe this is one of those issues, but this is at the top of their list. And again, this could be something that may be removed or it could still be added in. But as of right now, these are the three main topics that they're currently discussing as of now. And again, a lot of this could be changing going forward, and there's probably going to be a lot more added to it. If it was only encompassed of these three items right here, the reconciliation bill, I'd say that this would probably be a pretty slim and probably even a little bit of a sad bill, right? Now, don't get me wrong, the monthly checks in there would be there as well, but at the same time, you know, it's a pretty slim reconciliation bill. Usually they pack these things full with as much as they possibly can because they know this might be their one and only chance where they can get a lot done on just a 50-vote basis in the Senate, right? Or 51, I should say, with the tie-breaking vote. But again, we also have on the table, and remember, any of this can be changing. We also have this new discussion that we've been talking about and hearing about lately about the adult tax credit. Now, what is this? Really briefly, I've talked about it previously, so I don't want to go into tons of detail here. But basically, all it would be is very similar to the child tax credit, where it could be offered as a monthly check for adults under certain income thresholds. This could be an option, so there could be a couple different ways that they could distribute this. It may be offered as a monthly check, or it may just be a lump sum on the tax return. So again, there's still a lot of details and still a lot of information we need to figure out with that one, even if it's something that they want to consider in this. But I know that some of you have been asking down below, is there going to be an adult tax credit? At this time, the best I can say for you is it's still in the works. It's still up in the air right now. It's on the table. But again, as we get more information, of course, I'll bring that to you. I wish I had better answers and more solid answers for you, but this is honestly all we have for everything that they're working on. I can't force them to work faster. I can't force them to add anything into the bill, even though I wish I could. That sure would be nice, right? But this is what we have for right now. Also, let's quickly talk about Nancy Pelosi and the statement she made that's kind of a little bit contradicting to what progressives made. So a couple days ago, progressives were out and said they were drawing a line in the sand for March 1st as the date that they wanted to have by, at the absolute latest, the new revised Build Back Better agenda completely done so that the president can lean on it when he does the State of the Union address on March 1st in front of Congress. So that's when he's going to have his State of the Union address. However, Nancy Pelosi was out and basically sidestepped this March 1st date and said that she's not subscribing to any deadline. What's interesting as well, Jen Psaki, the, what is she, White House person, the press person, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm forgetting her name, what she's technically called. But anyway, she was also out saying essentially the same thing. We're not going to tie any specific deadlines to when they want to have this package done. So according to Nancy and the press secretary Jen Psaki, they both basically said that there's no timeline on this package. So we could be looking at this thing through the entire course of 2022. However, if they were smart and if they were actually planning accordingly, they would actually get this thing done before the midterm elections so that they can go into the elections and say, hey guys, check it out, look what we did, right? But again, I think that they can all probably figure that one out. They probably know that by now, but again, who knows? They're, usually Congress and the legislative process is usually very, very slow, but it can be fast if they just so want it to be so. But a lot of times it's usually a very slow process. But anyway, so the likelihood of this getting done by March, it's up in the air. That's what progressives want. That's what the progressives have mentioned a couple days ago. But Nancy Pelosi and Jen Psaki have also kind of sidestepped this and not signed on to any specific deadline as of right now. But again, March 1st is what? 4 weeks away? A little over 4 weeks away? Yeah, we'll just call it 4 weeks from right now. So yeah, it's coming fast, right? So wow, almost spring. I guess if you look at it that way, we're kind of pretty far away from spring by now, but I'm just being a little bit optimistic because it's cold where I am and I want the snow to go away. So I'm always very excited about warmer weather. You know what I mean? So anyway, hope you're doing well. This is the latest updates that we have as of right now on stimulus, the stimulus package, the newly revised stimulus package. As I get more details, of course, I'll keep you posted. So enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below. And of course, stay tuned for that list of shout outs that are coming here in just a second. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out any of the other nearly 2,100 videos right here on the channel. And of course, if you're interested in checking out the fan club so that you can join the list of shoutouts right here in our videos every single day, you can check out the link down below in the description. There's a link there. Otherwise, you can always look at the link in the top of the comment section. There'll be a pinned comment there from me. You can feel free to check that out as well if you would like to join the list for the fan club and for the shoutouts right here in our videos. So with that being said, Corey, take it away, and she can read that new updated list of shoutouts for all those names pulled right out of the fan club, and that list is changing in every single video. All right, Corey, it's all you, and I'll catch you again later in the next update.
Today, we are shouting out Connie Pond, William McLemore, Jean Keller, Wilfred Hackus, Rick Holst, Dan Bell, Judith Seibert, Lucia Diaz, Cindy, Mike Clabo, Catherine Garcia, Kimberly A. Lozer, 1624 Madlocks, Rachel Ray, Diana Wilson, and Donna Spurgeon. Thank you for being members of the fan club.